How y'all doing? And thanks for watching. This is Wicked Warnings coming at you here with a real clean 2019 Ford F-250 Lariat Super Duty. This is a four-door short bed. We've got a couple of different things going on this particular vehicle. First thing you might notice is our Razor LED mounted right underneath the hood. We're using the supplied brackets. We've also synchronized both of those grille lights to flash in the same color at the same time. They both go orange, white together. If you wanted to reverse that and have one orange and one white, you could do that. If you wanted to have that Razor displaying only orange, you could do that too. If you wanted that Razor to display only flashing white, you could do that too. And the Razor also has a steady flood mode, which will illuminate steady white. All those features are on that light. On this particular build, all we're using out of that Razor in the grille is the alternating amber white flash pattern. A little bit higher than that, you'll notice we did split up the roof lights with our Wicked Warnings Auto Flasher kit. Now you can flash those roof lights two ways. The way that we're showing here, where they alternate flash between lights 2 and 4. Try and zoom in. There you go. That way is a little bit more labor intensive because you have to drop the headliner slightly to get at the second and fourth light in the row there and repower those with the second output for the auto flasher. You can also, if you prefer, flash all 5 together, and that's an easier install right there in the A-pillar. So both of those options for the roof lights are available in the auto flasher kit. You don't need to choose. The kit will do either. It's up to you when you install it. It is a wire-in kit. You will need to clip a wire in the A-pillar, and you'll need to clip a wire in the roof if you choose to alternate. It's a one-cut kit, though. Very easy, simple to install. You'll also notice on the forward-facing mirror, the white spotlight. Now, not every truck is equipped with a white spotlight, so make sure that you have that light, and you can tell you have it by the switches right above your headlight switch. If you have those switches, then you have the white spotlights, and you can certainly use the Wicked Warnings Auto Flasher kit for the white spotlights on the mirrors. That particular kit is available in 2 versions. We have a wire-in version, and we have the all-new plug-and-play version. So if you are adverse to cutting wires and you'd like to get the mirrors going with a plug-and-play version, that is available on the website as well. It's a little hard to make out at the moment, but you can see hiding back there behind the grill is a 100-watt PA system speaker. So this particular truck also got the Whelen PA system with air horn. We mounted that 100-watt speaker tucked nicely behind the grill. Around the back and sides of the truck, you can see we did some other things as well. Underneath the doors, on the second and last step bracket by customer request, we have our Lin 8 in an opposing amber white flash pattern. Now that light has the very same features as well as the Razor in the front. It'll do flood mode, it'll do amber warning, amber and white warning, whatever you need. Complementing that in the badge there is our is our Thin X LED in the badge. That's another light that has all those features. You can flash amber, flash white, flash amber and white, or steady white. As you see, we've elected to just flash amber and white on all these lights. The badge we set at a really high rate of speed. Nice amber-white alternation. The steps we set just a slightly bit slower. And around the back there, just underneath the tail light, you'll see our TIR3 in amber. Now that light does have flood mode, but the TIR3s will always flood whatever color they are. The TIR3 is not a dual color light like the Lin 8 on the step. So if you have an amber T3, it will flood amber. If you have a white T3, it will flood white. As you see here, it also does warning, so we're just electing to use the amber warning in the TIR3. Now just above that, you'll notice the factory cargo light is flashing. We used our Wicked Warnings Auto Flasher kit to flash that factory cargo light, as well as the factory reverse. Let me move the truck forward, show you a little bit clearer what I mean. Alrighty, we can see a little bit better back here. So we're flashing the factory LED white reverse light. Now this is a Lariat. It has the all LED taillights. You can tell because you cannot see any light bulb in that brake light portion. And you can also tell because of that nice red ring, the LED ring around the taillight. So if you have those kind of taillights, unfortunately, you cannot put a colored hideaway in them in the reverse like you can on the lower level trim. So your option here is to use the Wicked Warnings Auto Flasher module to flash the factory white LED reverse, just like you're doing up top on the factory white LED cargo. Now you won't lose any function for when you're not in strobe mode. The reverse in the cargo will still work normally. Same with the mirrors and the roof lights up front. We're not going to lose any features or anything like that. So what you can do though is utilize those lights as an emergency light when time comes, just like you see here. Underneath the tailgate, you'll notice our Thin-X strip mounted. That's a 28-inch version of that strip. Now because this truck is not a dual wheel, we go ahead and remove that black plastic filler plate from right above the license plate, and you can fit the full 28-inch strip on each side, as you see. If your truck does have dual rear wheels, you'll notice that the black plastic filler has 3 red lights in it. And with the 3 red lights, you're going to need to leave those because they're for DOT and road clearance. So for that instance, we'll use the 15.5-inch Thin-X strip, which is very similar to what you see here, just slightly shorter, where you can put it on each side of those 3 red clearance lights. Here you can see a little bit clearer view of them strips. Now those strips also function just like many of our other lights, being that you can have amber warning, white warning, amber and white warning as shown here, as well as a white override flood. So you have a very good selection of anything you could want with that strip as far as how you program it. We elected to just do a nice triple flash slow alternation between both colors. We did synchronize those strips together. As you can see, they're both going amber and white together, and that gives a little bit larger pop of color when you get really far down the road. Of course, we're using our factory auxiliary switches by request to control this. Auxiliary 1 does all of the flashing. As you can see, we've put auxiliary 2 for the air horn. That gives him his buzzer and his air horn tone. And we went ahead and mounted the microphone here by request right next to his snowplow controller. So it tucks nicely into that pocket. We ran the wiring for the microphone right up here through the bottom of this. That way we can unplug it if we want to take the truck in for service. We can go ahead and unplug the microphone and remove it, so the oil change guys won't get to have any fun. Boo-hoo. As far as the brain for that unit, we did mount it underneath the driver's seat. There really isn't a whole lot of room under the dashboard for that Whelen brain, so we like to put them under the driver's seat. So as you can kind of see here, apologize for being dark, we mounted it under the driver's seat there. Now those screws, they're a shorter screw just dug into the carpet. I don't really feel the need to mount this hard to the floor with self-tapping screws. It really, pardon the floor mat there, it really doesn't go anywhere. We also put some rough side Velcro on the bottom of it before we set it down, so it's locked in place quite nicely. And we ran all our wiring here around back into there. Everything's all lined up nicely. It goes right underneath the seat there. Pardon the shaky camera. And of course we did check our clearance. Very important, we have the seat all the way down and all the way back when we mount that, just to make very sure that we don't interfere with any seat movement. And we're good to go on clearance on this. It's already been checked. So if you're looking for a spot to mount the Whelen PAP on a Super Duty, we've done it here many times. Alrighty, well, there's a couple more final shots of the truck. Thanks again for watching with us. Make sure you check out the description of this video for links to all of these products. The website as well, wickedwarnings.com, has all of our products on it and a good description of each product, so make sure you navigate around there a little bit. Drop a comment. Let me know if you're still listening at the 9-minute mark. I do appreciate those who hang with me this long. And thanks for watching my channel. I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next video. If I missed anything, drop a comment. Ask a question, and I'll do my best to get you an answer. See you on the next one. Keep in mind, Wicked Warnings, your #1 source for construction and emergency safety and strobe lighting equipment for cars, vans, trucks, buses, bicycles, tricycles, SUVs, everything in between. Get it lit, be seen, and be safe.